This is a demonstration of how to use the PC software. We have connected the Viscometer to the PC using a USB connection. The Viscometer is running and we have a sample on the plate. The PC software has two modes. There is a flow curve program. It allows you to measure the viscosity of the sample as a function of shear rate, starting at one shear rate and running into a second shear rate. You can also set the temperature and the time the experiment will take. The second mode is a time curve. This will take measurements at a single shear rate and will plot the results as a function of time. This will typically be used when you are testing a sample of resin that is curing. We will start by looking at the flow curve software. To start with, we connect the Viscometer to the PC. So, we press Find Machine. It will confirm that we are connected to the Viscometer and give us a serial number. This ensures that we are connected to the correct machine. We then enter the parameters for the first experiment. In this example, we will run from 200 RPM to 600 RPM at a temperature of 25 degrees centigrade, running for 300 seconds. We are using a 10 poise cone and we want the results to be measured in poise. We confirm the setup by pressing Set Parameters. The screen on the Viscometer will confirm the connection with the PC. The PC is now in control of the instrument. We can turn our attention to the options for producing the graph. You will notice that there are several options available to the user. The options include plotting as a 3D graph, displaying the viscosity data points, or displaying the maximum and minimum viscosity of the sample. In the flow curve program, we tend not to select any of these options. Having set up our parameters, we then press Start. The Viscometer is now recording the data as it spins up from 200 RPM to 600 RPM. The PC will confirm that the test has ended. We simply need to press OK in the dialog box. We now have a number of options. As standard, above the graph, it will display the serial number, as well as the date and time. We have the option to add a subtitle if we wish. I will call this experiment Test Sample. It will appear as a second line above the graph. The graph can then be saved as a CSV file. It will open the Windows File Explorer panel, and you can choose a location to save the file. Additionally, we can load a previously saved file. There is also the option to print. This button will open the usual Windows print options, and we can select a printer that we have set up. That concludes this section on flow curves. Setting up a time curve is broadly similar. We start by checking the time curve box. The second shear rate box now disappears. We can set up the experiment much as before. The shear rate can be set as RPM or reciprocal seconds. The temperatures can be set in centigrade or Fahrenheit and time in seconds or minutes. In this experiment, we will stay with a 10 poise cone and set the results to be shown in poise. We will select 375 RPM, which is mid-range. Once we have entered all our chosen parameters, we select Set Parameters. This will reset the graph. Below the graph, it will indicate that the timescale is measured in seconds. Now that we are ready, we can press the Start button. An important point with all of these functions, especially for those testing resins, is that the test can be stopped at any time. The data recorded up to that point can be saved. If we are concerned with resin curing, the time could be set much longer, and the test can be stopped when enough data has been collected. Again, the data can be saved. That pretty much concludes this demonstration. There are some additional functions. The Terminal tab allows the user to examine the data coming from the machine, which can sometimes be useful in diagnostic tests. As always, feel free to contact ATAC if you require any further demonstrations or advice about using the Viscometer.